Nation, thank you so much for watching this video. In this video we're going to show you how to create a Gmail and create a Google My Business listing. Okay, so let me show you guys what a Google My Business listing is and how it could improve your business in 2019. Okay guys, so plumbing services, Los Angeles, CA. Okay, as you can see, you have to put yourself in your customer's shoes in 2019. Okay, there's no yellow pages, phone books, or anything that come into your customer's house. They could find you as a business. Okay, so they're gonna basically put your business and your service in Google on their laptop, on their cell phone, on even in their Alexa app, and find you as a business. So for plumbing services, Los Angeles, CA, as you can see, these customers come up, these top customers come up in the map pack. Okay, this is the Google My Business listing. Okay, so if you're a business currently right now, a mobile business, a plumber, a contractor, anything that offer a mobile service or that you go to give quotes or do quotes, basically what I want you to do is I want to pull out your cell phone right now and I want you to go to your Safari, into your internet browser, and I want you to put your service, city, and state. Okay, that's basically going to show you who's the top guys in the area and who actually getting the lead on a daily basis without paying for Google AdWords. Okay, now the next niche is roofing. Okay, as you can see, this is for a roof repair in Los Angeles. 3 guys come up, and then at the bottom is the organic. So you want to come up in this 3, and this is the organic at the bottom. Next, pet grooming, East Brunswick, New Jersey. Okay, for your pet grooming guys, as you can see, there's 3 map packs. You want to come up in that area. Okay, fence repair, Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You want to come up in that area. Okay, and this is what I'm going to teach you today: how to create a Google, a Gmail, and submit your Google My Business listing. Okay. So let's go to the Gmail. Okay, I want you guys to put your Gmail in and your login and hit sign in. Now, if you don't have a Gmail, you need to create one. This is very easy. Just go to create account and follow the prompts. Okay, it's very simple. You're going to create an email. They're going to send you a verification code to your cell phone. You approve it, and boom, you have a Gmail. Okay, so do that step and then fast forward to this step. So I'm going to input my Gmail and I'm going to hit next. Okay, I'm going to put my password in. Okay, hit enter, and boom, I'm on my way. I'm on my Gmail. Okay, now this is a Gmail that I created for this tutorial. I actually created my Google listing already in it, and I'm just going to create another one just to show you how easy it is. Okay, so basically this is going to come up. Okay, and you're gonna, once you've logged in, what I want you to do is just open up another tab. Okay, it could be any tab. I want you to go to Google My Business listing. Okay, once you hit it, you're gonna see the #1 result is Google My Business. Okay, don't click on this Yelp business listings. This is the advertising for Yelp. You want to click on the one that's not highlighted with the green on the bottom. Okay, so as you can see, it don't say ad on this one. It don't say ad here. So these are the organic Google My Business pages. Okay, I want you to click on it, sign in, which will automatically sign in because you're signed in with the Gmail. Okay, and boom, this is gonna come up. Okay, this is the listing that I have, the tutorial listing that I have already. But what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go to the normal page. Okay, we're gonna go down and create a listing. Okay, so for me, create location, let's just put Vegas, whatever it is. Okay, you're gonna go in here and you're gonna put add location, add single location. Okay, boom, this is gonna be the page that you guys actually seeing. Okay, and you're gonna put your business name in here, guys. Super simple. Okay, so if you're Mary's pet grooming, if you're Tom's roofing, if you Bob's plumbing, whatever your business name is, you're going to put it exactly as that in here, okay? So let's do Ralph's Roofing. Okay? Create business with Ralph Roofing. You're going to hit next. Okay? Now you're going to put the address for Ralph Roofing, okay? So whatever address you want, you can put in here. Super simple. Let me go to Google and just find something. Let's do something in Brooklyn, New York. Okay, let's do 225 Atlantic Avenue. Okay. Now remember, guys, the address you put in here, you have to have access to the mail. Okay, so this could be your cousin's house, your uncle's house, whatever it is. If you don't have a brick and mortar, meaning a storefront, if you have a storefront, guys, put the storefront here. Okay, but if you don't have a storefront, just use somebody's in your family's address and put their address in here. You're just getting junk mail. That's all you're going to get there, guys. So it's not really nothing crazy, okay? Let's put Brooklyn, New York. Okay. Super, super simple. Let's put 10305, okay? Let's do Staten Island. I'm going to put Staten Island because I know the zip code. Okay, now you have the option here. I deliver goods and services to my customers. So basically, if you're a plumber, roofer, mobile grooming, etc., if you actually go to the customer's house for a quote or the service, you're going to put it here. Now, if you're a brick and mortar and you have a storefront with a sign and etc., you're not going to click this, okay? You're going to hit next. Okay, now you're going to put the business category in. So, if you're a lawyer, if you're a whatever you do, okay, I want you to put the category in, okay? As you can see, if you hit A, ATM, artist, airline, airport, whatever, car service. For pets, pet store, pet groomer, pet trainer, pet cemetery, pet supply store, pet moving service. There's so much stuff you could do, guys, okay? And, you're just going to put your stuff here. So for this, I believe I put roofer. Let's do roofer. Roofing contractor. Okay. You're going to hit next. Contact number. Okay, guys. So you're going to put a contact number that can accept a text message. Okay. Do not put a business phone because obviously a landline will not accept the text message unless you have a tracking number on it. Okay. So put a personal cell phone or a business line that handles the call volume, okay? You're going to put that in. Then you're going to put your current website URL. Super, super, super simple, okay? Now, if you don't want the website up there, which I would not suggest because the customer needs to see your work, okay? If you don't have money for a website and you just want customers in that area, just get a free website right here. Super simple, okay? Hit this. Get a free website, and Google will give you a free website. Okay, super, super, super simple. Okay, so let's see if I could do this with my business phone. I don't know if it's gonna work. Oh, it works. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna do finish. Okay. Google do the stuff that it has to do. Boom. Okay, guys? So choose a way to verify. In order to fully manage and represent this business on Google, you need to confirm that it's yours, okay? They give you an option, postcard by mail. This usually the only option you ever get with Google, My Business Listing, okay? So what they're going to do is, guys, they're going to send you a postcard. I'll show you what the postcard is. What it looks like. You could tell your family member to look out for it. It's a small card, guys. It can easily be thrown out. So this is something that you need to tell your family member or business partner to look out for. See this little number? It's super simple, guys. It's going to come to the address. It's going to have this little code, and then you're going to sign back in, and you're going to put the code in, okay? Super simple, guys. So you're going to put the contact name that receives the mail, okay? If your Uncle Marty lives there, you're going to put your Uncle Marty's name, okay? Usually when you put your name and the post office don't have your name registered, the mailman probably not going to drop it in that box. Okay, it happens. So just put the guy who lives there or stays there that the mail could be delivered. Okay, so let's put Ronald McDonald. Okay. Okay, super simple. Okay, super simple, and then you're gonna mail it. Okay. Boom, a postcard is coming. So now Google will send a postcard to that area, okay, to that address. You're going to do it, and you're going to put the code in, and boom, now you're ready to go, okay? Now, when you get 5 days later, okay, you get the postcard, obviously pending verification, okay? You receive the postcard. Now they're going to say, put the code in, okay? And that's where you just go to learn more, and you put your code in. Super simple, guys, okay? What I want you to do before you get it, okay? Edit this, okay? You could add your hours. You can add your description. You could put your logo here. Everything that you need to do it now, okay? You could hire a virtual tour 360 professional. If you need help in that, just let me know, and I'll get a professional to come out there. Usually like $650 to get it done, but this is good, guys. This is something that you need to get done, especially if you have a brick and mortar, okay? This is only for brick and mortars, guys, who have a storefront. If you don't have a storefront, you do not need a 360 experience, okay? Just add the hours, add the description, add the logo, and you're ready to go, okay? Create a post, okay? Every month, okay, I want you guys to post 3 times a month, okay? It could be anything from sales to anything that you sell, new products, new services. Post, okay? This makes sure that this helps your ranking in Google, for Google to show up for your keyword, okay? So let's say pet grooming city and state. The more you do this, the more beneficial it is to that keyword, okay? If you guys want to get more professional, you could buy a Google Google URL email. So basically, Ted's Roofing at tedsroofing.com, etc., etc. You don't need it, guys, but if you want to grow big, and eventually in the future, somebody's going to tell you need it, okay? So if you want to do it now, that's fine. It's $5 a month through Google. Totally up to you, okay? Edit your website. So here how you edit the free website they give you, okay? You could just go to edit site. Super simple, guys. Go to edit site, and boom, Ralph's Roofing, okay? You can edit this to whatever you want, okay? You want to change the color, you could change the color. You're ready to go. Totally up to you, guys. Totally up to whatever you want to do, okay? You could add the color, change the color, etc., etc., okay? You want to edit the theme, you could do that. You can add the button, okay? You edit the button if you want. Let's go to edit the button. Yeah, discard. As you can see, call now. Put the phone number there in. You can edit the phone number, do whatever you want, okay? Primary button, roofing, summary header. You could do all this stuff, guys, okay? And boom, your website will be done. Super simple, guys. It's very direct. Now, using this site, are you going to kill your competition? No. If you look at your competition, nobody have these business sites, okay? So they really don't rank for keywords, but they're there for free, okay? So you're not going to make thousands of dollars doing that, okay? If you want, you could shoot us a message and we could give you a pricing for a website, or you could just go to like something like Weebly.com and buy a domain and do it yourself. But at the end of the day, you need SEO, guys, okay? You need SEO on your website for you to come up. Search engine optimization for you to come up like these competitors, okay? These competitors use SEOs, or they purchase a website from a business that offer SEO, okay? So you need to come up in these areas to compete with your competitors, okay? Remember, let's go back to yellow pages and white pages. They're not throwing these on customers' doorsteps anymore. So how can a customer find you in 2019? They're gonna search this way, okay? Super simple, okay? Now, guys, if you don't have a email, Okay, I mean, if you don't have an address to do this Google My Business listing, I'm going to put a link below to a website called gmbrockstars.com where you can actually buy an address. Okay, so if you want to, let's say, all right, let's say East Brunswick, New Jersey, and this varies for all your locations, obviously, but let's say East Brunswick, New Jersey. Okay, you have your business here, and you want to get business here, or you want to get business in Rocky Hill. I could get you an address with the gmbrockstar.com at gmbrockstars.com for you to rank in this area. Okay, so also email us at info@cisbroinnovation.com if you want a lead gen build out, and we could basically build you multiple locations around here where you could dominate. Okay, totally up to you. At the end of the day, you want to dominate this first page with your business name that you could kill the competition, okay? You want your business here in the map pack, and you want your business here in the organic, okay? So let's see the roof doctor, okay? Let's see who's number one here. So First Quality Roof, he's number 5, and he's number 1 in the organic, okay? In the map pack. If he was number 1 and number 1 in the map pack, he will get more calls. You get what I'm saying? You don't want to be on page 2, 3, 4 because that's where they hide dead bodies, okay? So if you need any help on our side, we could get you established with a lead generation website, or if you need help with your brand website, we could definitely get you more business, okay? Thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you copy this and you do it for yourself and you get your main business found in Google, okay? Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
Hey guys, my name is Boris. Thanks for tuning into my seminar tonight. Pretty excited to be doing this, and I will make these slides available for you as a freebie download afterwards. So if you miss anything, want to go back to it later, you can do that on kind of your own pace. And if you have any questions or if you think of anything afterwards, you can reach me directly at boris@getrealair.com. Always happy to help out, so shoot me an email if you like. So we're going to be talking about how to bookmark clients by increasing your Google My Business rank. And basically that's just a little map pin on Google Maps. So when someone is searching for cleaning services in your locality, Google will show them typically 3 map results. And so if you can rank on that, you can get clients much more quickly. So a little about me. I started Westmates Cleaning Services at the end of 2016. And we grew pretty quickly in the last 3.5 years, and most of that is due to the Google My Business. That kind of led me to start a software company called Realair, and basically it kind of helps automate some of our processes in business to help us leverage our growth even faster. So in the last 3.5 years, we've done around $1.5 million in total revenue and around 10,000 customers total. And again, that's mostly the power of Google My Business. So once you're kind of ranking, they just come to you on a regular basis. And I'll show you some of that growth real quick here. So as you can see, it started off pretty slowly. First month at $200, went up pretty good pace. July we did 10,500, and then at August we did almost 20,000, so double our growth. Again, pretty steady growth after that. And then February we did 27,000, and March we did almost $42,000. So again, we doubled from 20 to 40,000. Eventually getting up to $62,000, and then kind of stayed in the area for a bit. And then of course the coronavirus just killed us when we shut down. So the first month we did $12,500, but you can see it's going back up nice and steadily. And again, that's due to Google My Business, because as soon as the clients come searching for your services, you're in the right spot to pick them up. So a few things we're going to talk about today: how to properly set up your Google My Business, some of the trust factors Google looks at, and kind of how to optimize them to increase your rank, and then how to automate your review process, because reviews are a huge part of not only trust for Google, but also on the customer side. So the cool thing, as I mentioned, is once you're ranking, it's pretty automated. Customers just come to you because you're on Google. And you can see my Stripe account here. Every day we get at least one booking. And these are customers that we don't pay for. They search for cleaning services in Calgary, they find our website, and they either call us or book directly online. So again, this is the crazy power of the Google My Business. So last 28 days, we had over 9,000 views on our profile. And if you're paying for 9,000 views on, for example, Google Ads at $10 a click, you're looking at $90,000 in ad spend, which is insane. This is all free traffic that we receive. So a big part of the listing is what we call a NAP, not sleeping like this dude here. It stands for name, address, phone number of your business. And I'll show you why that's important pretty quick here. So when you're setting it up, you just want to make sure that your name is correct. So use the actual name of your company that is listed on your website. That's super important. Make sure it's up to date. Likewise with your address, make sure it's the same one on your website. Make sure it's up to date in case you moved or whatever. And your business phone number. Again, make sure it's the same one that's on your website, the one you're actually using. And if you've changed it, make sure it's up to date. So that's that NAP, name, address, phone number. So once you've created your Google My Business, or if you already have one and you might have updated it, give it a couple days, especially if you're verifying it for the first time. Google might send you a postcard, it might take 2 weeks. Once your profile is live, just Google your business name, and you should get this info card that pops up. If it doesn't, that means it's not verified yet, so give it some more time. But basically, you kind of want to look at how they've listed your business info. So you can see for us, it just says Westmaids instead of Westmaids Cleaning Services. Address is exactly how we wrote it. Sometimes they will shorten the addresses. So for example, if your address is 31 Center Street and you spelled out street, they might shorten it to ST. And that's going to be important later on. And of course, phone number. They don't typically change it, but make sure that it is actually your real phone number. Okay, so let's look at some of the trust factors. So Dave Gerhardt is a marketer, and he said you can have a beautiful website and great logo, but no brand. And I like this quote because it really talks about what Google wants. They want to see real brands, real cleaning companies, not just some fly-by-night operation. And that's who they're going to trust, these real brands. And it's also really important that your brand has local relevance, because if someone is searching for a cleaning company in LA and you're in Detroit, you're never going to show up. And I mean, you don't even want that, right? You don't want people from LA calling you when you don't service them. So you basically need Google to trust that you're actually in the location that you say you are. So if you're in Detroit and someone in Detroit's looking for cleaning, Google is going to say, okay, well, this is a Detroit cleaning company, check them out. And so how do we kind of build that trust? Basically by ensuring our information is consistent. And that's kind of that NAP I was talking about, the name, address, and phone number. Because the more consistently we use it throughout the internet, essentially, the more trustworthy it is to Google. And that's part of building that brand, is ensuring that everywhere we have our information listed, that it actually matches up every time and Google knows that it's actually correct. So how do we ensure that consistency? Basically, there's kind of three main things. So the citations, which are really any web page where your NAP can be listed. So Facebook is an example, Yelp is an example, any local chamber of commerce is an example, other directory websites. Anywhere where you can have your business name, business address, and business phone number. And you got to make sure that the NAP is consistent wherever it's listed. Because if you start having different variations of your name or address, Google's going to look at all that and say, well, we don't actually know what's correct. Is this even a real company? And so when someone in Detroit's looking for a Detroit cleaning company, but they can't really figure out if you're actually in Detroit, which part of Detroit, they're just not going to show your listing to anyone. Website indicators are another big component, and they kind of work hand in hand with citations. We'll go over that. And Google My Business reviews are huge, not only for Google based on the customer inputs, but also for the customers themselves. I'll show you some data on that, but basically if you want to convince customers that you're a good company, you need to have convincing reviews. So again, what are citations? Pretty much any web page that has your name, address, and phone number for your business. So again, Facebook, Yelp, Chambers of Commerce, Yellow Pages, any sort of directory type website. Again, why do they matter? This is one of the huge foundations for trust. Google will read these citations, these directory websites, and if the naps are consistent across all of them, that increases your chance of Google trusting you. Because again, if your naps are inconsistent, you have different phone numbers, maybe you forgot to change some of them after you got an office phone number, maybe you got an office space and then you changed your Facebook address but didn't change your Yelp address, Google's going to say again, we don't really know if this is a real company. They can't sort themselves out. So again, just looking at the NAP verification, a bit of a close-up. Once your page, your Google My Business listing is live, double check the name, see how they spelt it, double check the address, super important, because again, they might change the abbreviations or whatever. And again, phone number probably will not change unless you put in a typo. So again, business name, business address, business phone number. So here's an example of a citation for us, one of those kind of directory websites, which is Facebook, right? So business name, address, and phone number at the bottom there. So on Yelp, you can't see the name because it's further up the page. But again, here's the address. Here's the phone number, all exactly the same format. Better Business Bureau, business name, address. They hide your full detailed address, but it is entered. So in this case, they've shortened it just to our city and postal code, zip code in the US. But they have the phone number listed here. And Alignable is another kind of social network, which is an example of a citation. So again, business name, business address, business phone number, all the exact same format. And so there's literally hundreds of these citations that you can create profiles on and list your business. Top 50, top 100 are usually pretty good to kind of increase that rank without getting too crazy, because there's literally hundreds. So these are the top 50 that I have found, and I'm going to include this for you guys in the freebies as well. So make sure you download it, because it'll also give you a really good head start in building those citations. And they will take time, because some of them might have profiles that they auto-generated. So you might have to claim them and then potentially update depending how they enter the information. If they don't, you'll have to create a new one. And this does take a bit of time, so I imagine 50 will probably keep you busy for a while. Okay, so let's talk about those website indicators that tie into citations. So once again, we got the NAP, name, address, phone number, in the website footer. A Google Maps widget with the actual address that you have on your Google Maps listing, and backlinks, which I'll only briefly mention because it's kind of a very different topic. So here's our footer of the website. Our name is further up, but you have, again, the address, exactly how we have it on the Google My Business listing, and the phone number. And here's that Maps widget. So we have specifically a Google map inserted with our actual Google My Business listing address. And so this will basically tell Google that the address on Google My Business is in fact the address that we use for our business on the company website. So if that makes sense, you're basically saying that you have the address in these two different spots. they're the same. This is really our address. And so again, that kind of builds up that trust that this is in fact your real address. So just quickly touching on backlinks, because again, super complicated topic. But basically a backlink is a link from a website to another website. So when in your Facebook business profile, when you enter your company website, that is a backlink to your website from Facebook. And so the more of these you have from social profiles, maybe then use if you were had a story written about you or featured or whatever, or sometimes even other company websites. If you collaborate on, for example, blog posts or giveaway or something, Google will look at all these, and the more backlinks you have, the more authority they'll give you. And this ties into the Maps rank as well. So let's talk reviews real quick. It's super important. So I found this one study from 2019, and basically they looked at a few different things. And this graph here asks, do you trust online reviews as much as personal recommendations? And so the demographic of 18 and 54, basically 40% of that entire demographic said yes, they always trust online reviews, which is nuts, because that means that if they read good reviews on your listing, they're just as likely to believe them as if their friends said, hey, check out Westmade's cleaning services, which is insane to me because they don't actually know anything about your business. They're just going off a review. And then also, this was a cool question because it wasn't just about, do you trust the review? It was asking, what do you look for in the review? And so a few of the kind of important factors for people was how recent is a review? What's the overall star rating of the listing? How many reviews and how legitimate are they? Plus some other kind of factors. But I thought these first three were pretty interesting because this basically tells you that you have to always be getting reviews. Because to be recent, you have to constantly be getting reviews for them to be recent. And you will occasionally get bad reviews, which may or may not be warranted. But again, you got to keep getting good reviews so that you can maintain that good star rating. And then you want to be building your quantity of reviews all the time as well. So again, looking specifically at the recency of reviews, the demographic of 18 to 54 said that they basically only look at, well, 2/3 of them said they only look at reviews within the last 2 weeks. And the remainder kind of said between 1 and 3 months. And then similar with the 55 plus age demographic, basically 70% of them said that within those 2 weeks to 3 months is kind of the range they look at, which again is kind of the recency rate. So basically every 3 months you should be getting a handful of reviews, just to make sure you're keeping them fresh. So this is pretty time intensive, and customers don't really want to leave reviews if they're happy, which is ironic. It's always the unhappy customers because they have a bone to grind and they're not going to leave you alone. So they kind of spend time making your life a little bit miserable. Whereas happy customers, they're happy with their house cleaning and they move on with their lives, and that's it. So that's kind of how I developed Relayer, because I found that it was really, really difficult to get people to leave these reviews. So out of 10,000 customers, we've had mostly happy ones, and we have nowhere near 10,000 reviews because people just don't really want to do it. So I'll kind of show you how we develop and why it works so well. So basically, the first thing you want to do is you want to go back into your Google My Business and you want to create what's called a short name, which is, let me find it. So this right here is called a short name. And basically, as the name implies, you want to keep it short. So we just called it Westmades. And once you enter this, you can actually generate a link directly to the Google review text box. And basically, you can find that here. So share review form. And then what you want to do is you want to take this and ideally text it to your clients. We've tried using email. It just doesn't convert. People get a million emails a day, so they don't really look. But text is a lot more personal. Everyone opens all their text messages. So you want to basically text them this review form, and it'll take them directly to the text box to leave that review. Problem with this is that it's really, really hard to keep track of, especially when you have hundreds of clients every month like we do. Like, it's impossible to manually basically track every single one through the entire process of the reviews. And so, again, that's kind of where the software Relayer comes into play. So I'll give you guys a quick demo of how that works. Actually, I'll give you a quick kind of summary of how it works. So basically what we do is we enter the customer's information. It'll shoot them a text. In this case, it's my dad, because we clean his office. So it says, "Hey, Darashko, Westmaids have asked for you to leave a review." Click on the link. He opens this page right away, asking for feedback. So it rates 5 stars, leaves verbal feedback. And you click submit. And then it says, "Cool, thank you so much. Would you mind leaving us a Google My Business review?" He says, "Sounds good." And then boom, right away, straight to that Google My Business review page. So no fooling around, no trying to navigate, finding the listing online, finding reviews. It goes straight to it. And so I'll show you how quickly that actually works when you're entering the customer as well. So this is the dashboard here, and then I will enter an example here. Location, if you have multiple locations, you can select. We're just using the one. You can have multiple platforms if you want, although for Google My Business, I think it's kind of the most worthwhile. Then you submit. Okay, so it creates a customer really quickly. And then it'll tell you what platform. You can actually track whether they've rated or not. And then we can request a review. So you can see it sent a review. Basically, it will text you the request. So kind of what we saw on the slide there. You just click right through it. So I submitted the review, and then right away we can update it on here. So go back to customers, and then you can see here redirected. So that means it actually went to the Google My Business page after leaving the review. And if we click, we can actually see the feedback as well as the star rating. And that's how easy it is. So that's pretty much it. I know there's a lot of information and it's complicated topics. So again, if you have any questions, shoot me an email, boris@getrelayer.com. Go to our page as well for the summit specifically. It's getrelayer.com/made summits. So I'm offering all the freebies I kind of mentioned. So all these slides plus the citations. I'll invite you to our Facebook group as well. And also we're offering 50% off the review software for all attendees. It's a regular $75. You'll get it for half off. It's an amazing deal. And basically you can leverage automation and get way more reviews way faster. So thanks again, and let me know if you have any questions.
Ryan Stileson here with Accelerate Marketing, and I am going to talk to you about something that is very important if you want to get more leads from Google, from both your Google My Business page and if you have the opportunity to run local service ads. So most everybody knows that this down here is the maps or the Google My Business section. And you can see here, I'm just using realtor as an example, but this could also apply to one of the big niches that we work in, which is personal injury attorneys. Although I will say that most competitive niches have already, grasped onto this concept, and as a result, they're open 24 hours, 7 days a week, and they don't have their business hours as set from 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. Why do they do that? Because if you see here, you can see that this company is closing soon. It's identifying it as being closed soon, and even here, open now till 8 o'clock. What happens is after these hours, that these office hours for these companies, then they don't have the chance to show up here in the Google screen section, and they don't have the chance to show up here on the maps. So why do that to yourself? Why not have instead an answering service? We have some great answering services that we listen to or that we work with that listen to our clients' phone calls and make it so that they can actually take phone calls and they can be open 24 hours, 7 days a week, and they can have their advertising running, which is free. This is free advertising. Why not run it 24 hours, 7 days a week? Have somebody answer the phone for you, give them questions that they can use to qualify those people, and have them do what's called a live transfer to your team during those off hours, and just have one person be the person that answers all those very qualified leads. Why wouldn't they want to do that? Because, I mean, if you're a realtor, for goodness sakes, if I'm a realtor, I would love to take qualified leads on the weekend. Not a problem. So having said that, this is the biggest suggestion that I have, and one of the biggest problems that I see that businesses are doing when they actually are trying to get more leads, is that they're not giving themselves the opportunity to show up after hours. And the other thing I'll point out is that when you do have a call answering service, especially for local service ads, it gives you the opportunity to have that person as a backup even during office hours, so that you don't miss any calls, which would cause you to get potentially more negative reviews, and would also potentially allow you to get fewer leads again from local service ads, because Google is paying attention to the number of times that people are answering the calls, because they get paid when you answer the calls. With Google local service ads, Google only gets paid when when you get a qualified lead via a phone call. And you can only get those qualified leads via phone call when you pick up and answer the phone. So they're going to send these leads to other people and other competitors if you don't pick the phone up and answer it. And the same thing even applies now to Google My Business. Now they're actually connecting and allowing you to connect to a free call tracking with your Google My Business page that, make no mistake about it, what they want to know is they want to know that you're answering the phone. And they're going to serve up the companies that not only are open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, but they're also going to serve up the companies down here and up here that actually pick up the phone and answer it every single time, or at least more than your competition is. So again, two things: make sure that you're open as many hours as you possibly can. And you can do that by having a backup answering service with a live transfer in order to be able to make that happen. That way you get more leads. And then also make sure that you do answer all of those phone calls. And if you can't, I would encourage you to have as a backup anyway, because you only pay for the minutes that you use. And if you don't use it, you don't pay for it. So why not have as backup an answering service that can answer every single phone call for you during office hours as well? That way, if you get a litany of phone calls, you've got backup and somebody's there to answer the phone, and it will keep you in good standing with Google so that you stay at the top of Google for both Google My Business and for local service ads. Leave a comment below, like and subscribe. Let me know what questions you have. Talk to you soon. Thanks.
Today on The Journey, we're going to talk about how to improve local rankings on Google My Business. Google My Business page? Don't have one? Get one. This should be a #1 priority for your business if you have a physical location. It's key to showing up in local business searches, because it doesn't matter if someone is in Dallas, Texas, and they need a coffee, and they find your coffee business that's in Tampa, Florida. You need people who live work, eat and breathe and spend time near your physical location to be able to search and find your business.
And thankfully, we're here to explain, well, mostly Emma, you're thankful for, on how to make changes to start showing up in local business searches. So Emma, what are local business searches?
Local business searches, we're going to be talking about Google algorithms, which Google algorithms are designed to give people the most useful and relevant info as possible. I'm a huge fan. Just as you don't want your Tampa coffee shop business to show up in a search result for that person in Dallas, Google doesn't want a Dallas searcher to see the results for a business in Tampa. It goes hand in hand. So Google has designed its search algorithm to show local results to searchers based on their location.
And these results show up in multiple ways. Organic search results are unpaid listings that appear on search engine result pages, or SERPs, because the website has strong SEO. Paid search results are listings that appear in SERPs as paid advertisements through search engine marketing. Google My Business results, on the other hand, are featured rich search results that highlight businesses that have Google My Business pages. And Google Guaranteed Listings are results featured on search engine result pages that are part of the paid Google Guarantee program.
So if you want your business to show up in local search rankings, which I know you do, that's why you're here, you can start by optimizing your Google My Business page to be more relevant and be more prominent. Here are a few ways to do that.
The first step to improve your business's local ranking using Google My Business is to create or claim your business information.
And then from there, you want to enter complete data. Yes, all of it. Local results, they favor the most relevant results for each search. Businesses with complete info and accurate info are easier to match with the right searches, which makes total sense, right? So just make sure you've taken all the information about your business and have completed it on the Google My Business page. Plus, then users will know what you do, where you are, what time of day they can visit you. So that would be why you want to provide information such as physical address, phone number, the category in which you fall under, and also any attributes.
You'll also want to verify your business location so that they're more likely to show up in local search results across Google products like Maps and Search.
Also be sure to keep your hours accurate. It seems like a no-brainer, but I've gone across town for a slice of pizza and the Google My Business page said the pizza joint was open, and let me tell you what, it wasn't, and I was devastated. So be sure to keep that information as up to date and as relevant as possible. If there are changes to your business hours, make sure it's reflected there. Update it regularly, including your open and close, your special hours, holidays. That's another big one. I'm always going to a Google My Business page to ensure, like, hey, it's St. Patrick's Day. Who's open? So make sure that's all accurate, and it will give your customers more confidence that your business will be open when they arrive. Unlike when I went to go get pizza.
Super frustrating, right? And all you wanted was the pizza. But another thing you can do when it comes to optimizing your page is to manage and respond to reviews. So respond to reviews that users leave about your business. They took the time to give their 2 cents, whether good or bad. But when you reply to reviews, it shows that you value your customers and their feedback. High quality, positive reviews from your customers can improve your business visibility and increase the likelihood that a shopper will visit that location, whether it be that same shopper or someone just perusing on Google search and ends up finding your business.
That's so true, Neely. I always look to see if the business is actually responding to their customers. To me, it's a quick indicator of what their customer service is going to be like. And I also can kind of get a sense for the type of business it is, their voice, right? Their brand. So it's something I always spend time looking at when checking out reviews. Another tip, add photos. Now I'm a huge visual person. So when I'm choosing a new salon or a new dentist, or even where to take my car to get repaired, I want to see photos of the business, the inside, the goods, the services. Tell the story of your business, and what a great way to do that with photos. Plus, accurate and appealing pictures may also show shoppers that your business offers what they're searching for. I know that's helped me out as a consumer in the past.
In addition to updating your Google My Business page, here are a few more things that you can do to help boost those rankings right now. So optimize your homepage's meta title and description. You use meta tags to tell search engines more about a web page. You also use them to tease the pages to searchers, as this is the information that they see when they view your website in local business searches. Optimize both the meta title and description on your homepage to target for keywords for your business and the city where you're located.
And make sure all other SEO elements are in place. While there are unique tactics to help your website improve its local SEO, search engine optimization, you can't forget about the other SEO elements. I know having strong on-site as well as off-site and technical SEO is key to getting your brand to show up in a local business search ahead of your competition. So focus on creating search-friendly on-site content, getting links back to your site, and meeting technical SEO requirements to improve your local search rankings.
Another thing to consider is launching paid ads or Google guaranteed placements. All the other tips in this roundup are designed to help you appear more prominently in organic search results and Google My Business placements. But you don't have to rely on just these methods alone. If you're struggling to boost your organic local search visibility, consider launching these paid options either through Google Ads or Google Guaranteed Program to get your business closer to the top of these search engine result pages.
So showing up in local business searches should absolutely be a top priority if you're a brick and mortar business and you're relying on bringing customers nearby into your business. Use these tips to optimize your online presence and help you show up when an interested customer is ready to spend money with a business like yours. All right, that's a wrap. You just learned how to improve your local ranking on Google My Business. Be sure to comment below and like this video.
And while you're there, subscribe to this channel and ring that bell to get these episodes first. This is The Journey. We'll see you next time.
Are you tired of paying $2,000 to $5,000 per case in pay-per-click to get personal injury leads from Google and Facebook? That's my question to you. In this short video, I'm going to show you exactly how my clients pay $300 to $1,000 per case, show up at the top of Google, pay per lead and not per click, show up as a company that was screened by Google, and display their reviews at the top of Google. All of this is done with a new ad type from Google called Google Screened or Local Service Ads. Check out some of the results from our clients that are Google Screened. This personal injury client got 235 new cases at a cost per case of $429.94 from 694 leads over 2 months and a cost per lead of $145.59. That works out to over $2,350,000 in revenue for this client in only 2 months because of the average PI case for them is worth $10,000. The total cost of leads was $101,038.90. So their ROI was 2,250%. By the way, you only pay for qualified leads on Google Screened. A qualified lead for Google Screened is defined as a lead that calls during your office hours about a case type that you take. And the best thing is that the qualified leads and cases just keep on coming if you know how to optimize what we call the 3 R's, which stands for reviews, radius, and response time. I will show you how to optimize each of these 3 R's after I give you some background. Here's another personal injury client that got 88 qualified leads over a 3-month period of time for $58.81 per lead. Before I show you how to set up and optimize your Google Screen, I want to tell you that I'm going to keep this training super short and give you a ton of valuable information, so you might want to take some notes. Also, at the end of this video training, I'm going to give you a free bonus video on how to get more Google Screen leads by maximizing your radius. So make sure you watch this video all the way to the end. Google Screen Ads have only been around for 5 months for personal injury attorneys, and very few people have figured out how to optimize this ad type. However, we have cracked the LSA code because of our 12 years of experience with Google My Business Optimization. We have seen other businesses try to optimize the 3R strategies on their own and try to set up their own Google Screened and Google My Business pages, only to have them taken down in a matter of months because they don't know who to contact at Google to set up the Google Screen pages correctly from the beginning. This is the reason we have a Google certified product expert on our team to help us provide the proper documentation to ensure that both our clients' Google Screen page and Google My Business pages stay live. When you know who to contact at Google and what documentation to provide them, you will have a long-term and consistent lead generation asset for your business that will position you above the competition at the top of Google locally with a great reputation and authority like you will see here for one of my clients in Atlanta. Also, the phone calls are recorded with Google Screen, so it's very easy to track the ROI. Finally, because the reviews show up with Google Screened ads and the ad is at the very top of Google, the conversion rate is 20 to 30% higher than the traditional Google ads or Facebook ads. The Google Screened ads are also backed by a $2,000 guarantee that if a Google Screen lead is dissatisfied with the service from your firm, that they will reimburse the lead for up to $2,000. Like I said, as the recording of this video, the new Google Screen ad type has only been available for personal injury attorneys for 5 months. So you still have time to get started and set up your Google Screen ads so that you can start optimizing the 3Rs to stay ahead of your competition. The first of the 3Rs optimization strategy is reviews. We have found that the businesses that dominate Google Screen for the long term are the ones that set up their Google Screen page early and start getting a high number of the right kind of reviews. This is why I like to say it is a race to get to the starting line for Google Screened. There are 3 strategies that we use to get reviews for Google Screened. We ask for reviews directly through the Google Screen platform, and we ask for reviews by sending either 2 emails and or 2 text sequences. The best part is that we send these review requests out automatically to our clients because our team listens to the calls to see if the intake team asks if we can follow up with a review request. If my team hears that the lead has agreed that we can follow up with a review request, then we follow up immediately with our review request process. This client used our automated review system and got 87 reviews during the first 3 months of the program. The best part of the automated review system is that your team does not have to do any extra work or learn any new software to get the reviews. See how consistently the client is getting leads from Google since they are optimizing the 3Rs and getting reviews consistently. 39 of the reviews from this client were a special type of Google endorsed review called a verified review. This type of review shows up at the top of all other reviews and shows the job type of the reviewer and is one that we highly recommend that you get. This client didn't use our automated review system and only got 7 reviews during the same 3-month period. And notice the drop in lead volume as a result of not getting reviews and not maximizing the other 2 Rs. The second R is response time. To optimize response time means that your intake team needs to answer all Google Screen phone leads and message leads. The problem with Google Screen is it only sends a call to 1 phone number and notifies only 1 email when you have a missed call. We have solved this problem without you having to bring on additional staff by ringing as many phone numbers when a lead calls you and notifying as many emails if you miss a call or get a message lead. The same problem happens with messages. Only 1 email is notified when a message is received from Google Screened. We have solved this problem by notifying as many emails as you want when a message lead is received, so your team can jump in and respond to the lead while the lead is still trying to message your team so that you can convert many more of these message leads. Finally, we hold your team accountable by forwarding all missed calls to the intake manager via email and text in real time and we generate a summary spreadsheet to identify trends over time with missed calls. The third R is radius, and this is probably the most important of the three R's because it can drastically affect how many leads you get. The radius determines what businesses get selected to show up in Google Screen based on how far away the searcher is from your business. The best way to optimize the radius strategy is to create more Google Screen pages so that you have more chances to show up for more searchers. This sounds easy. However, if you just set up a Google Screen page, it will get shut down by Google sooner than later. This is where our 12 years of Google My Business experience comes in. We specialize in setting up Google My Business pages and their corresponding Google Screen pages correctly from the beginning so that they won't get taken down. You can see below the number of leads that our clients are getting from the new Google Screened locations. These new locations are brand new and have been set up just in the past months. The new Google Screen locations are already producing 358 leads from 4 new locations, when the original Google Screen page was producing 339 leads right now. The problem with setting up new Google Screen pages is that if you don't know where to put them, you will not get many leads. See the results below for a client of ours that set up multiple new locations in the past month and has resulted in only 38 new leads from 5 new locations in comparison to the 373 leads they got from the original location. We learned from these 2 clients that you need to set up your new locations in certain cities, and this is what we talk about in our next free bonus training that you will get when you give us your email address below. Unfortunately, this is a recording and I cannot give you all of the ins and outs of Google Screen for every business type. This is the reason why I am giving you an opportunity to schedule a time below to meet with me for 30 minutes. During that time, I will look at your business to see where you have the fastest route to the highest number of inexpensive cases for your practice. Go ahead and schedule the call below, and I guarantee that you will get huge value out of the meeting. Thanks. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Hey guys, it's Danny from Cispro Innovation. Just doing this quick case study to show you how fast we rank our businesses and our customers' businesses in Google. How fast it could happen for you. Okay. We have here an appliance repair customer. Obviously, it's a service customer, which we love doing. This customer actually has a business in Staten Island, New York, and he wants more business out of Long Island. So he wanted to dominate Huntington. So that's what we're doing. Okay. We did the framework already for the web page. A lot of call to action, a lot of content. Um, Basically just the normal stuff. The website's fully not done yet. Basically just a nice little landing page, just in case customers want to give them a call. Um, let's go to the rankings. Appliance Repair Huntington, New York. Okay, we have Phil's Appliance, Lori's Appliance, and Zolk. Okay, those are the top competitors. We will be taking one of these out and we'll be ranking him into organic on the first page, okay? Because remember, if you're not on the first page, you're nowhere. You can hide dead bodies on that second page, okay? So let's look at the ranking. Appliance Repair Huntington is the domain. He's nowhere to be found. Okay, so let's go to number 2. Appliance World. Boom, 14. So our customer's 14 right now. Okay, today's 8/24, 2016. Let's look at some business listings. He doesn't. We haven't did any, but just showing you that there's nothing here currently. This is the home page that's indexed. This is the content page and the YouTube. Okay, so nothing's indexed if you could tell. Just those 3. Okay. Now let's go to the calls. Okay, we started him on Friday. He got 8 calls already. Okay. Let's try one of them. That's an answer machine. Okay, so this was a refrigerator repair. Okay, so we got a couple of them. The calls are starting to come in already, and we're using our special technique with that. And basically, that's it. Today's 8/24. I will pull my second part of my case study when we reach number 1. Have a wonderful day, guys. Hey guys, it's Danny from Cispro Innovation. Just doing this quick second video case study on appliance repair, Huntington, New York. I did one on 8/24. That was the beginning of the website, the beginning of the lead gen for one of our customers out of Staten Island. He wanted more customers out of another city. So we built it, guys. And guess what? We are now number 2. Okay, we rocking this area out. If you could see, we have 5 reviews compared to the other customers. We're getting about 50 to 80 calls a month for this. Last month we had 80 calls. Okay, this website is doing great. If you guys want to check it out, you guys can go to the domain Appliance Repair Huntington NY. Customer loves it. A lot of call to actions. Most of our calls are coming from mobile platforms, like I explained to you guys. I told you guys this is gonna rock. This is the way you do it. This is how you build your businesses. Okay, let's go to the calls. Okay, 45 calls this month alone. Okay, we're not even at the end yet. Okay, I usually get 6 calls a day. Okay, let's go to one of the calls. Let's go to Marine. Voicemail. Let's go to here. That's why it's so imperative to pick up.
Hold on 1 minute. Service. Sure. Hello? Yeah, hold on 1 minute, all right? Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so he's putting the customer on hold. And
I got a Maytag stove that's whistling.
there you go. Maytag stove, whistling. He closed this customer, and I believe that was a $300 job. So, guys, it's very imperative you guys get online, especially you appliance repair guys. I could build this in any city, guys, any city. I could get this kind of results for you. If your city's bigger, that's more. We get 100 plus calls a month. This city was very small. Okay, this was Long Island, New York. There's small towns out there. Populations 20,000, 30,000. So this customer knew what he was getting into. He's happy with the 50 to 80 calls a month. So if he want to move up, or we're going to show him New York City next. So we could rank in any city in the United States for any service. So you appliance guys out there, man, get on your ball, man. You guys got to look like this, okay? You guys got to look like this if you're in a town. And if you're in a small town at 5,000, 10,000, you're not getting calls, give us a call. Guys, we'll build a rental site, or we'll build your brand site in that area, and we'll rank for every town around it. That's how you dominate, guys. You want to dominate your competition. We're in 2016. Have a wonderful day.